let me just explain to you the day that I have had. Okay, so I'm up in Connecticut with my parents at their second home. We come up, we come up with my brother and his dog this time. So me and my brother decide to go for a walk down our block. Um, and they don't really have fences up in Connecticut. They have like little little rocks that are kind of like fences. Not like they're not high. They're about mm, like like half of me. That's what's used to, I guess, mark the property line. So we're about like 5 6 houses down from our house, and it's me, my brother, and my brother's dog. And we're walking, and we see this dog uh, to the left of us, um, behind the brick, on the houses, on the house property. The house is further back, but because they have a long front property, I guess. So we're like, okay, this dog doesn't have a leash. It's barking at us. So we figured, they don't have a fence. They have the brick wall, rock stuff. So we're like, oh, must be like the invisible thing. It'll shock him and stop him, and whatever. We'll just keep going our way. Sorry. So my brother's like, stay to the right. I'm gonna be inside me. Older brothers. So we keep going, and we come to the driveway. So we're gonna, not gonna worry. We figured the dog's not gonna go after us because there should be something stopping him because he doesn't have a leash on. So we figure like there's he has like a collar or something on, or that shocks him if he goes too far, or the invisibility thing. But no, he goes right out of the driveway and onto the road, on the other side of the road where we are, and I'm holding my brother's dog, and he goes after my brother's dog. Um, Most hysterical, like scariest moment of my life. First, he comes up growling to my brother's dog, and then they sniff, and he, I guess, um, like marks his dominance and was trying to. Then he had like a mohawk thing when they want to like attack. He was doing, and Diva was trying to attack, and then Corey, um, you know, he didn't want something that might have rabies because you don't know. We didn't see any tags. We just saw a collar, um, you know, biting its dog. So he kicked the dog, drawing its attention to him, and so the dog went after him. So, and then we're like, what do we do? We're we're screaming. We're like, hello, is anyone here? Like, there's a dog that's attacking us. What do we do? Like, so we're like, it was by that house. Maybe we should go to that house and be like, yo, your dog is like attacking us. So we start to go up their driveway, and the dog just gets more like, ah. I'm in the lead. I'm in the lead. I'm sorry. I'm in the lead towards the house, and my brother's taking care of the dog, and the dog goes more you should, because I guess we're actually on his property, and is showing his teeth, biting at my brother's boots. Thank God he had like his hunting boots on. He had his knife out. He like poked it, and he was like ready to, you know, do what he had to do. But we're like, okay, whatever. We go off their driveway. We go back on the road. We're like, we're just gonna go and see if hopefully he doesn't follow us. Um, Still goes after us. Like literally, I was screaming bloody murder. Like, help us! And like it was a freaking horror movie. Like no one came out. Like I was like, um, okay. Like, what if something more dangerous was going on? Whatever. Okay. So we started walking. The scary part is for like after we started walking away, the dog was still like stalking us for the next like 3 houses down. Like really creepy. Um, it was just crazy. So we walked about like maybe another mile or whatever. We're like, all right, let's just calm down. No breathe. So we're like, we had to go back, and we had to go back towards the dog. So we're like, no, we're gonna call my mom. So we call my mom. Um, she gets here. We explain what's going on. We're like, she's like, oh my god. She's like, oh, let's go by the house and we'll get the address and we'll call whoever we need to call. So we go by the house and we see a police officer truck in the driveway. We're like, okay, they're here, so might as well explain to what's going on. And long story short, this is like they already had been having issues with the dog. Now it's about 5 times they've had um, issues with the dog. So, also animal control came. They also called us later on. Cora talked to them, and she was like, she don't want to press charges. Um, the scary part is like, before we went for a walk, we're like, oh, can we take your cell phone? She's like, oh, what for? Like, when Cora was like, just in case. I'm just like, thank God, thank the goddess that you took the phone because we would have had to walk by that um, psychotic dog, I guess. um, but also another thing, we were really when we first left the dog, we were walking, and there was like a little farm area. Well, there's a lot of farm area out here, but there was like patch of I think it was corn stalks. We saw um, bobcat. Of course, like, oh look, it's a deer. I'm like, no, no, that's not a deer. That looks like a cat to me. He's like, ooh, and we just wait for it to we just backed up. It was further, so at least like half a mile ahead of us, and we waited for it to go back away. But you know that 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 was really scary. That dog was ready to um attack us. Like if it was my mom, who's like 90 to 100 pounds and five. I want to say 5'3", 5'4", and if she was walking, either just by herself, she would have been like mauled, like horrible. Um, but I think the scary part was just me screaming like bloody murder. Help us, someone help us, and just no one came out. Like that just is like that's like major like that's just major like horror horror movie. Wow, horror movie shit right there. We're never like staying in this place again. But we have to because we live here, or most of the time. But I was just panicky, and it's just you never thought you'd be in that situation. Ooh, this is a long video. It's almost 5 minutes, so I gotta go. Um, yeah, I'm exhausted. Tomorrow I'm getting my hair done, so I'm excited. Just yeah, I'll go. Okay, so comments about the story, whatever, down below. Subscribe wherever that. I think it's there. No, it's there. All right, I'm gonna go. Bye.